Hello everyone, E here and welcome to another video. As you might have gathered from the previous upload, I am officially back, and as a special treat, I showed you the whole overview of the castle at its current state. Now, as a part 2 of my return, I would like to show you what I've been doing during my hiatus, and namely my Lego room. Now if you go over here and enter through this door, you will see what I've been doing. And unlike many other channels where I spend a lot of videos showing you the process of making that, I kind of don't like that type of video, so I'm just showing you the pretty much finished article here. Let's start with the size. Now this is 20 square meters, and this is now the room that holds all my Lego. There isn't a single room at home other than this one that has any Lego in it. It is pretty much finished. I am in the process of doing a few more tweaks here and there, but that's pretty much the way it is. Now let's start with the obvious. Here is my working area and where the castle will sit. No longer will I be restricted by space where the castle will have to be in a corner. Filming will be a lot easier because now we can actually have different angles of the castle all the time. So I can actually do a 360 with plenty of space to walk around. And yeah, that will make working on it even easier. What I'll be doing next is the side building, which needs to be transformed. That's why we have this gap here. And actually the side building is over there, at least the old version of it. This table is 3 meters long and 1.2 meters wide, which actually seemed quite a bit when I was placing it, but now since the castle is placed here, or at least the great hall part of the castle, it's not that big anymore. As you might be noticing, there are all sorts of sets on the shelves here, stuff that I have gathered throughout the years since I returned to Lego, what is it now, 5 years ago. And yeah, I actually spent a lot of time building a lot of these sets. Were not constructed because I didn't have space to display them, but no more. I do have all the space now, and actually quite a few extra compartments that I could use in the future. Now what I am doing every now and then, actually I've done this maybe like a dozen times already in the past weeks, I shuffle sets around all the time. I decide that maybe at one point some set doesn't look great where it is, so I change it. So right now this is the way it is. Let's get something else out of the way. Over here is my reading corner. I really wanted to have that, and I felt like the Lego room would be the perfect place to have that, where I'll be placing all my books that I own, and also I'll be able to sit here, have a drink of my choice, and do some light reading, and maybe even ponder on what to do next Lego wise. Now this is the view I'm getting from this couch, so upon sitting here I'm able to pretty much view everything, and it's a very relaxing sight, I can tell you that. Now let's talk about the shelves. Now there's nothing special about them really. They're standard IKEA shelves, but as you might be noticing, they're different. I have specifically went for 4 different types, as they give me various options. Now first we got these Billy shelves here. I have 2 of them for the books, but also over here I have 2 more that actually I am able to use for Lego. Now these are nice, they're very light, easy to move, and however they are kind of not deep enough, and they are, well, obviously small. Now we have also these ones. These are also a Billy shelf, I believe, but they're basically doubled. So two of these in width would make one of these. The depth is the same, and we have they're just kind of heavy, but some of the sets require this type of size. For example, obviously Jabba's barge or any type of long sets will require a bit more space. So I wanted to have some of those. So I have 3 of those in total. Now we have this other one, which name I don't remember, but they're basically the best ones that I have, because they're a lot more deeper than these, and there's a lot of customization you can do. All the Billy shelves have this middle shelf here that is actually not movable, which really comes as a flaw at some point sooner or later, but these ones don't have that. And also they have these spinny legs that you can adjust in case you need them. So I have one here, and another one, and another one, and another one, so 4 in total. And actually some of them are still relatively empty. I currently am trying to have at least, well, each type to be free here and there, so I can obviously use them when I'm getting more sets in the future. And lastly, we have this one here, which I'm just using them for this part. They are, well, kind of a bit longer than the Billy, but they are pretty short when it comes to depth, and also they are very restrictive when it comes to height, but they're pretty good for some specific sets. So let's have a quick overview of how everything is. Now I have the Rivendell here, obviously, some other stuff that I really like. The Bowser is still one of my favorite official Lego sets. I have the R2-D2 here, and actually I have the C-3PO coming relatively soon. The old Burrow, which I should probably be selling because I have the new one over here. Now we have here some custom mocks by a builder called Ransom Fern. At least most of them are his. Like, these ones are alternative builds of their various official sets. These ones are also alternative builds of other sets, and so are these. Well, at least this one and this one. And over here we have the Voltron and Iron Man and Hulkbuster. As you can see, most of the sets you can recognize, and I'm just using them to, well, I just like to build sets sometimes. Mocking is a rather tiresome, and every now and then I just want to do some light building, and I only buy sets that I really like. They mean something to me, or they are aesthetically pleasing, or I'm looking for something specific there. Over here we have the Honeydukes, which is the last thing I was doing before I went on hiatus for about half a year, and I'll be continuing with that. Over here we have the bank, and we have the Barrador with this custom Balrog over here, and the Dungeons and Dragons set, Mos Eisley, the treehouse, the cottage, and, well, everything else. Now over here you can see a little section of my mocks. Some of them are in collaboration with other people. Some of them you have seen already in videos, like the Ultra Robots, the Samurai Jack. Over here you see some other figures that have not made into content yet, but they are coming, as well as these ones here, and the Minions of Set. Somebody was asking for those a while back, and I'm be making that video very soon of how to make them yourself. So yeah, I was actually planning to use this one for books as well, but I managed to fit everything here, so I'll be using it for Lego. Over here is the dragon that you have seen, and yeah, this is how the room works. Well, now you might be asking, how am I illuminating this place. Now I have these two big lamps, one on this side and one on that side. Now while I was filming here, you could see that my shadow is sometimes showing too much. Now this is the light pretty much that I'm using when I'm here and maybe tidying up, cleaning, or just doing some not very specific things. But if I want to be building something, if I want to be able to focus and see really well, then I have this another extra light here, and now all of a sudden everything is a lot, well, more illuminated than it was before. The problem is that if you look directly over here, you could see the light, but if you are working on the table, then obviously it doesn't bother your eyes. And what I can also do, I have these two smart lamps over here that I could also turn on if I need some even more light. And yeah, this is pretty much the case right now. Underneath I have all my parts stocked and some other stuff that are not necessarily Lego related, but are better off being stored here. Little heater here since it's winter. And yeah, this is the Lego room. Over here in this well, strange looking and bulky cupboard is actually our various sets that I am, well, either waiting for something, or I have bought on the cheap for parts, or I am yet to build. But most of the sets that I want to build are already built, so most of the big stuff is done. So yeah, this is the Lego room as it is now. I am pretty pleased with it. It's a very nice secluded spot. I really enjoy only having Lego over here and not having to see it throughout the rest of my day when I'm at home. I would recommend something like that to everybody, really, because Lego should be kind of to the side of everything else you're doing. I know some people have problems at home when with their spouses when they're surrounded by Lego, but for me personally, it's best to not think about Lego at all unless I am doing something with Lego. So I'm really happy to finally be able to have this space here and really just spend my hobby in this room alone. Now, before I let you go, just a few pointers on what you could expect from here on out. Now I'm planning to be back to normal upload time, so a video once every 2 weeks at the very least without any interruptions. And I'm planning to continue on the honeydukes over there, and also to start working on this side of the castle, and then obviously whatever comes next. So I will see whether I will like to finish the honeydukes first. That would be ideal, but I'm not sure I'll be able to do that, so I might be doing the two kind of in succession or the same time rather. And also you could expect more videos in the minifigures beyond theme, because I have quite a few figures that I have done, maybe around 10 that need to be shown. Some of them I'm really proud of, like this Yennefer, for example, but yeah, you can't see her for much longer, I'm sorry. But yeah, some of those figures I'm really proud of and managed to get really good results. So yeah, whenever I have time, I'll be making those videos. And yeah, whenever something worth mentioning changes in the Lego room, I'll also be sharing it with you most likely. But more or less, this is how it will be. Now, the only thing that's kind of triggering me is this empty wall here. I was planning to put some shelves here, but I decided not to in the end, because I want to have this section here to be free for me to roam and not hit my head. And also, I don't know, I just don't want to be kind confined by shelves from all angles. So other than some Lego art, which I don't have because the only Lego art I have is the Hogwarts crest and the Michael Jordan over here, I don't really have any Lego art. So maybe I should get me some just to use this wall for the time being. But yeah, I am really grateful to all of those that waited for me to have a little break and be able to transition into this new, better, much more convenient space. And yeah, we will continue from here on out. The castle, I really like it, how it is, the Great Hall, and not much will change about it, if anything, really, in the future. But I need to start building on, well, whatever comes next, and that's a lot. I actually have quite a bit of parts because I have been buying parts all this time, even though I have not been doing any actual building on my mocks, but I have been gathering some parts, so I should be set on that, at least for the foreseeable future. And yeah, looking forward to whatever you guys have to say, and thank you for your patience in waiting for me. You will be seeing me in the next 10 to 14 days as usual. Until then, I'm wishing you all the best. Stay healthy, be creative, and don't give up if Lego is your thing. Until next time, guys. Bye for now.